Hello everybody. Tomorrow night will be the Seder nights, and then we do the mitzvah of Sibur Mitzrayim, the mitzvah of telling over the story of leaving Egypt. Among the most famous questions asked about this mitzvah is that there's mitzvah every single day to remember leaving Egypt. Zeichel Yetzias Mitzrayim. We say this every day in the Shema. We remember how we left Egypt. So the question is, if there's mitzvah every single day to remember leaving Egypt, why is this night different? Why is the Pesach night different than every other day in where there's mitzvah to tell the story of leaving Egypt? Why is the mitzvah of Pesach different than every single other day? And I want to share with you some beautiful approaches from Rav Hutner and from Rav Soloveitchik. Number one, the Seder night is different. It's not only about remembering the story, but it's about passing it over to the next generation. It's about passing it to our children, right? Every other day, it's mitzvah to remember it to yourself. But on the Seder night, it's about creating this chain of transmission from Seder to Seder, one generation to the next generation. So we have this direct link to those who actually experience this miracle. So therefore, number one, the difference is that the Seder nights, it's about focusing on the next generation. Number two, another distinction is that on the Seder night, we focus on learning the story. Remembering the miracle. Throughout the rest of the year, there's mitzvah to remember its implications. Its implication is, okay, we left Egypt. But, so what does that mean? It means we remember the incredible miracles of Egypt. It shows shows Hashem's mastery of nature. We remember that established Moshe as a Navi, as a prophet, established the concept of prophecy and the concept of the Torah being revealed from Hashem. It also established the concept of justice to those who are evil, and Hashem will protect the Jewish people. So it established these important concepts, and therefore, throughout the year, the mitzvah is to remember its implications. So on Pesach, the mitzvah is to remember the story. Throughout the year, the mitzvah is to remember its implications of Kabbalas Al Shema, and that's why it's part of the Shema, which is a mitzvah of accepting a relationship with Hashem. Number three, throughout the year, the mitzvah is simply to remember the story, to say the story. But on the Seder night, the mitzvah is to relive it, to re-experience it. So it's different in a certain sense. We think the last great miracle that happened was perhaps the miracle of Hanukkah, and we don't see miracles nowadays. But the truth is no. The last miracle we should have experienced was how last Pesach night, we left Egypt. And every single year we were actually reliving the story of leaving Egypt. And therefore, it should be the most fresh miracle that has ever happened. And therefore, throughout the year, we're simply remembering the miracle that just happened. So therefore, on the Seder night, it's about reliving, re-experiencing, reenacting, and re-feeling how we experience these incredible miracles and how we establish this relationship with Hashem. So therefore, throughout the year, it's remembering, but on Seder night, it's to relive it, to re-experience it. Number four, throughout the year, it's simply remembering the fact that we left Mitzrayim. We left Mitzrayim, and therefore we have a relationship with Hashem. But on the Seder night, it's not just leaving Egypt, but it's all the incredible miracles, all the miracles and lessons associated with leaving Egypt, that establish these important lessons. Again, throughout the year, remember that we left Mitzrayim, and therefore we have a responsibility as a people with a mission to reveal godliness throughout the world. But on the Seder night, it's remembering the incredible miracles that happened in Egypt. And again, those tell us these important lessons of God's power over nature, of the revelation of the Torah, and of how Hashem will eventually bring evildoers to justice, and Hashem will protect the Jewish people. So that's number four. That it's not just about the leaving Egypt, but it's about experiencing all its accoutrements. And number five, throughout the year, it's simply remembering the leaving of Egypt. But on Pesach night, it's about expressing our gratitude, expressing our thanks. It's about being grateful and thankful. So throughout the year, it's remember we left Mitzrayim, but on Pesach it's about being so grateful that we're free, being so grateful that we have this relationship with Hashem. Therefore, the focus is on being gratitude. That's the reason why the text that's used for the Haggadah is actually a text that comes from the mitzvah of Bikurim, which is about thanking Hashem. So these are some 5 important lessons and 5 important distinctions about what makes the Seder night unique. Just very quickly, number 1, it's about telling it to the next generation. Number 2, it's remembering for its own sake. Number 3, it's about reliving it, re-experiencing it. Number 4, it's remembering not just the Exodus, but remembering all that accompanied it. And number 5, it's not about just remembering the Exodus, but it's about being grateful for what it means. Have a beautiful Pesach. Hope you have a very meaningful Seder, and that we shall all indeed merit to relive and re-experience this incredible, the monumental miracles of Mitzrayim. Have a wonderful Pesach.